Hi everyone, thanks for taking a minute to watch this video. Noah and I have been talking for quite some time about sharing a little bit about his nutrition journey and things that he's experienced. But before we hop into that, I just wanted to kind of fill you in. As you know, or you might not know, I was introduced to Arbonne for the skincare. I was aging.
Benjamin Button.
I wanted to Benjamin Button it. And so I just love their products. I love their skincare regime. It's perfect for me. And then I was introduced to the nutrition products, and with a background in fitness, and I have a personal trainer certificate, and I'd like to be as healthy as I possibly can. I was super excited to see all these super clean products and be able to safely give them to my kids, safely ingest them myself, and know that what I was putting in my body was good for it. It was, you can only control so much, so it's nice to know what you can control. Mm-hmm. Well, as you know, and I'll let Noah share it right now, he started playing Pop Warner football at what age?
Like age of 7 or
7 years old.
7 years old playing tackle football. It was crazy.
Hardcore.
It was cool, though. It was fun.
Yeah. And tell them what just happened.
What? No, I just recently graduated, like 6 months ago?
Yeah.
6 or 7 months
College
ago.
graduate.
College
graduate. It's cool.
Yeah.
It really is.
Thanks.
But, it's interesting because, growing, when he was home, when he was in, middle school, grade school, high school, obviously, I could really control what he ate. He kind of had a sensitive stomach when he was a kid. We noticed a few things.
Yeah. I mean, I would just have stomach aches, I had problems during games and stuff like that. I couldn't pinpoint, we didn't really pinpoint what it was. It was just kind of just like, oh, he must be stressed, must be this. But at the end of the day, I always knew I had like a sensitive stomach, so.
And you did. You really dealt with it well. I mean, sometimes I'd watch you come off the field and the look on your face, I was going, oh, poor kid. And so we really didn't know. We didn't investigate a ton back then. We just kind of dealt with it as we went. And, in our house, we obviously had the Arbonne protein blend powder. But what was your thoughts on that?
I mean, I did not want to take it. I was just a calorie driven. I wanted fats, proteins, everything. I would get like weight gainer 3,000. I would get like the craziest, those like science experiments in tubs, like it was like that big. I just come home like, I'm ready to get big. And I put everything in there. I put like ice cream, all this just, I look back at it now, oh my goodness, I think I'd be in a food coma for like 72 hours if I had any of it, but it was crazy.
Yeah.
It was bad.
Well, and it's interesting too, because I laugh now because it was funny. We'd have these discussions, but you know how it is. Once they're in high school, you can't totally tell. You could suggest things.
You can't. I mean, I'm going to lunch with my friends. We're getting pizza. I mean, you can only do so much, I think.
Well, and true. And your goal at that time was to put on as much weight.
Exactly.
It is that football culture for sure. Just trying to get recruited and having it. So that was Noah's foolproof plan. He was gonna.
It was definitely fooled me a lot.
We should post some pictures below for them.
Oh my gosh! We'll put some pictures in this. We gotta show them.
Yeah. So anyway, Noah goes off to college, and he lives with a bunch of guys. And even when we just moved him out, we opened up the cabinet and we laughed because he stopped using. Well, he'll get to that in a second, but it just was interesting. But he'd call me and he'd say, "Mom, I really need some Arbonne." And I'm like, "What does that mean?" Clarify. He's like, "I really need the protein powder. Can you just send it to me?" I said, "Sure." I remember one time though, you joked. You they need to make the packaging more masculine.
I did. I know. I was just because it was cool. I would come in with all
But that's a side note. It doesn't matter what the packaging looks like. No. But it's just this is a typical guy comment.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I came in like it was a bunch of dudes, and we're just like, "What is that? It's all healthy and super healthy and eco-friendly and all that stuff." I'm like, "Yeah." And then we kind of make fun. Like it was like, all right. And then my boys were like, oh, okay, whatever, that's fine. It's only like whatever this amount of this. I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna stay with my weight gainer 3,000. I'm like, all right, go ahead. And a week goes by, and their all stomachs are all hurting and stuff. And then my boys would come up to me like, hey man, can I try it? I'm like, yeah. And then I would just give it to them. And I got buddies right now. Even Juju will probably see this, and he still hits me up to this day like, yo, what was that protein powder that you had? Because I was at one point, I felt like a cafeteria lady. I was like, everyone's coming by with their shaker cups. I'm like, dump, scoop, and it helped. I mean, people were just blown away. I was using the digestion one, the hydration one.
The digestion plus.
Yeah, plus one.
Well, it's crazy. I'm sure you remember, I think it was your junior summer you came home and he was so turned inside out. We ended up even going to see a doctor. Remember, we had to do some interesting stuff to see what was going on. And we just really couldn't pinpoint it. And so, long and short of it, you were kind of off and on, but when you were consistent with it, with just using the clean vegan protein powder without all the additives, all the junk, you felt great.
Well, yeah, I just realized like a lot of protein powder these days is just a lot of fillers, and they just put a bunch of stuff in there and just to get the calories up, and then people get blinded by the calories and like carbs and fats and all that stuff, but they don't really realize what they're putting in their body. And until I started realizing it, we started having like nutrition meetings. I'm like, wait, I'm like, we've been doing this with Arbonne for so long, and it all started to make sense to me. So once I got away from like, I literally call it like the calorie mask. Like I was just blinded by how many stuff, you know, but then we were eating cleaner, less meals, but more healthy for you. And it was sticking more. It was sticking in our body. Our digestion was better. We weren't just flushing it out. And it just really got us like, I felt like a fine-tuned machine after a point where I was just feeling so good that I just stopped taking naps. I stopped.
Wow.
I mean,
you actually don't take many naps now.
Not anymore,
cool.
no, I don't.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I mean, it's just been, it's cool to see, you know, like, you know, we really wanted to share it because, you know, it's such a great product and it's so clean. Like anybody can use it, you know, and even for him, you know, it's such, you know.
I've been waiting to share about it. I didn't even know she was doing it. I was like, yo, when can I release a video sometime soon about me talking about the stuff you've been doing, helping me? Because it really is a game changer. I mean, it's not like, you probably see it a couple times in the world out there and stuff like that, but we've been on it, which is cool. And then it's cool to see it like coming to fruition and see people are really loving it, the product, and the restriction that like they restrict your diet for you in terms of a good way and help you to be selective. And I mean, my guys still hit me up to this day. They're like, I want to get, now I'm changing my body now. I'm reinventing myself. I was 220, 20% after I graduated, stopped playing football. I was like, I'm kind of done with football. And then I reinvented my body, and now I'm 185 at like 8%, 8 or 9%. And that's just from following your method, following your clean eating, following the 30-day, the digestion, the hydration, the greens. I mean, I'm a big green advocate now. I'm a big, all those fruits, the Phytosport, all those stuff. And I mean, those I could just label off my head because that stuff has been game changer. Even the skin routine, even like the stuff has been helping me just because I've been using it as a guy. Even my buddies come up to me like, whoa, what kind of lotion do you use? Stuff like that. Because I always joke around that I was using lotion. I'm like, my buddies were like poking me like, oh, you're using lotion? I'm like, yeah.
I love it. I get this text message like, Mom, can you send me eye cream? I'm like, are you serious? Like, I'll send you eye cream if you think you're going to use it.
Serum. It's the serum. That's that stuff right there. I love that thing.
Anyway, so we just wanted to just take a minute because, as you know, like I've posted about it before, Arbonne, I coach people through a 30-day challenge. That's what Noah was alluding to. And that's where we really, and it's your coach, like told what to do, recipes, the whole thing, make it turnkey. You know, I realize I don't live under a rock. There is a lot of stuff out there. I get lost on my Instagram feed. I get lost on my Facebook feed. I think, oh my gosh, is it this, is it this? This is something that I'm not joking. I know works because I've used it, and then I've adopted a type of lifestyle where I just maintain with it to a degree, you know, because maintaining it's a challenge, you know. I'll be 45 this year.
It's just funny because she says that, and then we'll walk to the mall together and we'll like be shopping. She's like, and those the perfume people will be like, perfume for your girlfriend? I'm like, no, this is my mom, which is sick, which is dope. I'm like, this is my mom, and then like I'll buy like roses for, you know, if I was with someone at the time, you know, I'm single now. I was like, and I was just one of the time.
Why you buying me roses?
Yeah, I'm buying her, buying roses. They're like, are you buying that for your girl? Oh no, that's my mom. That's my mom over there. It's just cool to see, watching, and just other people too. I've seen her and who she's mentored and helped, and seeing people completely just stay on track. And really, as funny as that sounds, we said the Benjamin Button earlier, but people are really like, when they get a hold of what they're eating, and they say what your diet's like 80% or something like that, right?
Yeah, it really is. You know, what you put in, what you put in the inside is totally reflective on the outside. And the reason I actually joke about 45 is if you know me, I missed my whole entire 43rd year. I thought it was 44 for a whole year.
We celebrated the whole thing. We're like, happy 44th, right?
And then like, I don't even know if we were so specific about it. I just thought I was 44. And so then
I don't even know her birthday. We don't even do birthdays.
I was talking to my mom on the phone, telling her a story about something. And she stopped me and she goes, Sunshine, you do know that you're not 44 yet. I'm like, oh, I'm not. But I just like, I had this moment, and it was in May of the year before, and I turned 44 in September, so I only had like 4 months to actually enjoy it. Whatever.
We don't believe in age. We believe in chapters. This is big. Chapter. It's right now, my life, I did 15 years of football. I'm on chapter 2. Now I'm adulting.
Yes. So anyways.
Chapters.
Yeah, we could.
This is the Arbonne chapter.
Maybe this will be our new talk show. Noah and I will have a talk show called Sunshine and Smiles. Just kidding.
No, we might as well. Sunshine and Smiles. Coming
But
soon.
So sorry, that
Go
was
ahead.
not
Side note.
professional, but okay, we're done. So
Wrap it up.
thanks for taking this time. I really appreciate it. If you have any questions, seriously, and this is the truth, I want you to hear this, and I'm glad I can say it with my mouth. Even if you have
Too
questions,
close.
if you have questions about anything, and I know how it feels when you think somebody's going, oh gosh, you just got to use this stuff. That's not necessarily what I'm saying. I want you to know that I'm here just to help, and it's actually been a benefit for us. It's something that's tried and true, and so I have a Instagram page that I use. Well, get a little better about it. It's called Sunshine's Favorites. Like, I love to share things that are my favorites, and so that's the truth about it. Like, this is something that's been a favorite for our family. It's something that we personally use. You know, if you have seen any of my posts during Christmas, I sold like 10 10 air fryers.
You did.
I did.
We were pushing air fryers for another.
Well, we're not going to discuss that right now, but I just want to share. I really want to share. You may have a kid at home with a sensitive stomach and need to find a solution, and you might not, and who knows, this could be it. You personally might need a little tweak, a little switch. I can coach you through that. But if you have any questions about anything product related or non-product related, comment, message me. If you have my number, text me or call. Oh, novel concept.
Calling is the new way now.
Calling is king.
Calling is back.
I know. That's kind of
It's
nice.
come back. 2019, it's come back.
Well, anyways, thanks for taking the time, guys. We really appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Welcome to Sunshine and Smiles. Just kidding.
Thanks.
But thank you.
All right. Bye.